So if I take a step back, before Zero Trust, there used to be like a VPN. That is like a traditional route for like accessing anything which is internal resource, whether it is SaaS applications or like infrastructure applications, right? The issue with like VPN was around like it's a single point of failure and it does not carry the context across. And like back in the days, like every single thing was like in office, right? Everybody is in the office. There is an office network. There is a networking team managing every single thing. And if you're accessing anything internally, you need to have like either VPN system on your device, or you need to be in office. I think like in the recent cloud native world, every single thing is like very distributed and remote places. So there has to be change in the security controls and the shift. And that's where the zero trust concept comes in. What it basically does is it carries the context from, let's say, an employee's laptop to if they are accessing some sort of like an internal SaaS application. For example, admin.example.com. If someone is like trying to access how the path is going from like the employee device to the actual loading of the web page. So that path is being split out with like various steps, and those steps are like pretty much zero trust, meaning like you're not trusting one entity or like let's say a VPN profile. You're like trusting multiple steps for like getting into it. So yeah, that's like the stuff. But the main I think when you're like starting out, let's say your zero trust strategy, or you decide to go ahead with it, the first important thing is you need to get the leadership on board, because it is time consuming, because you're going to need resources. Plus, you're also going to need leadership buy-in. Someone from like, let's say maybe your CISO or like a CTO needs to be onboarded, so that all the cultural shift will be much easier, because you're changing not just for like one entity, you're changing for like every single employee, for every single internal resource. So the first step is like getting that communication internally done, and like showcasing what are the benefits out of it. And the very common way of like showcasing those ones is I'm pretty sure like a lot of the companies are like distributed, and a lot of times they just don't know like who is accessing what, unless and until there is like a governance mechanism happening. So that is like the first start I will do, is like have some sort of like a governance on the access, and showcase the risk. And when they understand like, okay, there is a risk and there is a potential downside, we need to add like enough guardrails, plus making it also usable. It should not be like, okay, additional 3 steps for like a end user to like access their daily day-to-day job. So that will be the first step to like go ahead with.